Lysandra, I told you. No actual flower. Where is the custom-made bouquet? Eloise's voice snapped through the soft music, like something breaking, sharp enough to ripple across the bridesmaids like a cold draft. My chest tightened. They all knew I never allowed real flowers. They knew that the groom is allergic to bees, and I didn't want any kind of actual flowers around us. I'm sorry, Eloise. They told me to bring it here, the bridesmaid whispered, shrinking as if Eloise's glare could crush her. You gotta be kidding me. Get rid of it. Now. Eloise snapped at her. It's fine, I said quickly, forcing a smile. He must have made a mistake. We should have reminded the flower coordinator that no actual flower is allowed. I didn't want irritation to stain this day. My day. Our day. But I didn't know that this tiny allowance would shatter everything. I held the bouquet of jewels, stones, and silk against my chest. It sparkled like starlight under the chandeliers as I stepped forward. The marble beneath my heels was cold and hard, almost grounding me, almost reminding me that this wasn't a dream. The music played, the door opened, revealing the beauty of this intimate wedding venue and the star of this day. My dearest. Eloise walked beside me, her hand brushing mine every few steps as if reassuring herself that I was still here. Her soft vanilla and rose perfume drifted around me. The murmurs of the guests blended with the chiming crystals above and the low hum of air conditioning. Everything felt unreal, suspended, as if even the moon goddess paused to watch. My cheeks burned, my smile trembled, and my heart hammered against my ribs so fiercely I worried the entire hall could hear it. I couldn't stop smiling, not even for a second. My wolf pranced and spun in my head, squealing with anticipation. I couldn't look up at him yet. I felt like if I did, my heart would spill out of my body. My fingers shook around the jeweled bouquet, the stones cool and solid against my palms. My red gown whispered along the carpet. Each soft rustle felt like a promise, a vow of its own, a promise to our future. Finally, I lifted my eyes. Ian, my Ian, the man who had pulled me out of the shadows and taught me how to breathe again. His suit hugged him perfectly, his dark hair combed back, his jaw tightening and softening all at once, like he was fighting against every emotion in him. Then he broke. Tears spilled freely down his cheeks, his shoulders trembled, his breath shaking. The guests gasped, then laughed with joy. Someone clapped, someone else sniffled loudly. Oh, damn, I whispered, blinking hard as warmth stung my eyes. Finally a man who knows your worth, Eloise whispered, squeezing my arm gently. I'm glad you left your past behind and chose the right one. I smiled at her. At him. I had closed every door that once caged me. He was the one who made me brave enough to do it. Eloise placed my hand in Ian's. His hand was warm, trembling, almost desperate in how tightly he held me. Gorgeous, he whispered, his thumb brushing my knuckles with so much tenderness that my breath caught. Silly, I muttered, swallowing the lump forming in my throat. Why are you the one crying? My makeup will get ruined if you keep this up. He leaned closer, his breath brushing my ear, warm and teasing. Save the tears. You'll cry more tonight. Heat rushed to my cheeks. People will hear you, idiot. I nudged his chest lightly, trying to steady my heartbeat as the priest stepped forward. Shall we begin? The priest asked, clearing his throat in a way that made it painfully obvious he had heard everything. Ian stifled a laugh. I narrowed my eyes at him. He straightened, still smiling. Yes. I can't wait to make her mine under the moon goddess's blessing. I couldn't stop looking at him. His presence was like sunlight on my skin, warm and steady. I wanted to kiss him. I wanted to claim him. Sir Ian Travis, the priest began. Do you accept Miss Lysandra as your wife and chosen mate? Ian's voice faltered. His body went unnaturally still. His eyes widened, pupils shrinking. His lips parted, but no sound came out. Ian? My voice trembled. What happened? A shrill, broken scream cut through the hall. Bees! Louis shouted, stumbling backward. On him! On his suit! What? My stomach dropped. Then I saw them. A thick black swarm writhed under his collar, crawling from under his sleeves, dropping from his hair, from behind his neck. Bees. Hundreds. No, thousands. Clinging to him like he was made of sugar. How did they get there? His knees hit the floor with a dull, sickening thud, and the sound snapped something inside me. His fingers clawed at the air, as if trying to grab a breath that wouldn't come. He grabbed at his throat, gasping. His breaths were sharp, wet, unsteady. His face swelled at a terrifying speed, blotches blooming across his skin. No, no, no! I screamed, brushing them off with shaking hands. Their wings buzzed violently, the sound pulsing inside my skull. EpiPen! Give me the EpiPen! The EpiPen is gone! It isn't here! A groomsman yelled before sprinting out of the hall, panic stomping his footsteps into the floor. What do you mean it's gone? My voice cracked, raw and wild. Ian clung to me, his swollen fingers twisting into my gown. His breath rattled like something breaking inside him. I slapped and brushed them away, my hands frantic, shaking so violently that I barely recognized them as mine. Each sting I received felt like a punishment for failing him. No matter how many I crushed, more poured from his collar, from his hair, from his sleeves, an endless storm. I took off his suit, his waistcoat. My movements were shaking, uneven, and uncontrolled. Lysandra, he wheezed, resting his forehead against my chest. His scent, warm cedar, flickered, fading like a dying fire. I'm sorry, a painful sob broke through me. I checked everything. I did everything to keep you safe. I swear, I checked everything. His lips trembled as if he was trying to smile through the tears, failing, then trying again. My own breath stuttered, seeing him break so beautifully for me.